Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we're still struggling a little bit with piracy in the Atlas system, and I think I may have come to a conclusion on what to do about this. This is just outside of our capital, and if anyone wanted to attack our capital, they would have to, assuming they couldn't get through the Atlas system, they would have to go all the way around this way. Now that's interesting, because that means that this is a reasonable-ish place to put a defensive platform. So, I think we're just going to upgrade this to a starport and make this be a defensive station. Now, from what I was reading, the guns on a defensive station will in fact project that to neighboring systems. So that means that our piracy over here should be substantially reduced as well, and we'll be able to have the Tormented Armada simply patrolling between Marfark and Xania. That's the idea here. So, let's just go ahead and get this upgrading. Excellent. And Elthier Prime, of course, is still in progress. We are... Actually, let's check in on our current situation on the armies. And we can actually see that up here. So we can see that we are still lacking 2 armies over here. That's fine. The Senate resolution passed. That's okay. There's going to be a council election soon enough. We don't really care too much about the council election. We do currently lack housing on Mufrid Prime. And what kind of a world do we want this to be? It's an interesting question. And I think we can just kind of have it be whatever we want. I was thinking perhaps an agri-world. Or perhaps a rural world. Let's see, that's worker pop output increased, and that's just straight up farmer output increase. Okay. Noted. $11 districts are available here, currently. Total will ultimately be 14, it looks like. But currently it's 11, so total would be 14. So that's 7, that would be 14. If we had it be a mix between agriculture and mining. Let's make it a rural world for right now. And I think let's go ahead and put in an agriculture district. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and cut down our purchase of food by 5 units per month. And that should be okay. Excellent. Now we're simply waiting on this last unit of army over here. And we're going to go ahead and bring these guys over to Elthier. And these guys will come over as well soon enough, once that gets finished up anyway. On Elthier Prime, can we build here? Let's see, there's the interdimensional trade, society research from jobs. Okay, so I don't really know what we want this to be, other than we do get a good boost to society research. So maybe we should, in fact, have this be science, although I think we can't rename it while we do not have it actually under control. So we're going to have to do something about that for sure. There's our mining station output coming out. Ooh, exploiting crystals. Rare crystals. That is going to be very, very good for us. We have a fair number of those that we can grab. We've also done some necrophaging, and that does mean that Belgium Prime is actually ready for an alloy foundry. We're going to put one of those in. We are also going to put in an additional mining district. Excellent. Okay, anything else going on here? Well, yeah, eventually. In Atlas, of course, this starport will be done in 200 days. And we are also working on these primitive worlds. We are currently working on technologically enlightening them. Once they get up to the industrial age, then we can covertly infiltrate them. So that's the plan there. These construction ships aren't doing anything, nor is this science ship. It can't get anywhere. Okay, let's just have it come back for right now, and we'll go to Voidpool. Because I believe on Azure Chalice we have some level of science, right? Actually, we don't. Okay. Where is our other science world that does not have one? A ship assisting research, that is. Canopus Prime does. Gothra does not. Okay, so we will bring these guys over to Gothra Prime. Which, of course, is somewhere over here. I've forgotten where, though. Where are you? Up here. Roger that. Well, that was dumb. I don't know how I missed that. We're going to move over here. And where is Gothra Prime? There we go. We will assist research there. Now, we do have a specialist unemployment, I think. Yes. Yes, we do. There's not a lot we can do about that, though. Not right now. Other than move it to a different location, but our specialist jobs are going to be a little few and far between for right now. Okay. We have a new council. That is fine. Let's go ahead and begin construction over here. There are 12 energy credits there. That'll be nice. We'll also grab these research stations, which apparently I forgot about. Okay. Excellent. The members of the galactic community have voted to establish a galactic council. Membership in this august body will be limited to representatives from the 3 most powerful and influential empires in the community. Until a new council is elected, these are the Corinth Temple of Renewal, the Estragon Kingdom, and the Interstellar Pakari Combine. The members of the council are expected to lead and safeguard the galactic community. Their increased powers allow them to cut through some of the red tape that so often inhibits the decision-making process in large political institutions. Hopefully they're up to the task. We are currently just trying to fly under the radar, so this is absolutely fine. Not concerned about that. However, this can be brought up to Elthier. Excellent. We will go ahead and enter orbit around Elthier Prime. We are going to need to wait for our second group to come up here, though. But we'll be landing there relatively shortly. We may want to roll up a general, although we apparently don't have one. Well, of course we don't. Let's see. Army morale and army damage, plus he's psychic. That is a quality general. Excellent. Okay, so Ebenar also has a worker unemployment. Now, this is a scientific world. Okay. That said, it'll be a little while. Let's go ahead and just build a city district, and we will get a couple of clerk jobs out of that. That should solve that for now. Excellent. How long until Atlas gets this starbase upgraded? 60 days. That's fine. Our piracy here is definitely getting up there, though. And that's hurting us in terms of our trade. But once we get this station built, that'll be fine. We should not have any problem with that. The problem might be between Xania and Marfark. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. And unlike Siagawa here, yeah, they're in the Atlas system, I'm not surprised by this. 772. Okay. I mean, we're going to have to respond to that. We'll bring these guys over. But we're also going to want to bring our main fleet. I'm not surprised that pirates spawned. I was hoping that we'd get away with not patrolling it for a little while, but apparently that is not in fact the case. And the Anguished Armada is currently bombarding at Elthier. Okay. Only 15 days on this upgrade.
A spaceport is descended.
7654321 Okay, well that boosted it anyway. Let's go ahead and pull these 4 in here. Just to help this out and tip the scales in our favor. There's a galactic emergency going on, apparently. Regulatory facilitation. Worker pop resource output? Yeah, I'm in favor of that. Excellent. Seems fine. Okay, so now the question is, what is the piracy effect up here? Well, that'll be reduced by Atlas anyway.
A spaceport has been lost to the other side.
Wait, what? Except it hasn't, though. It's right here. It's still fighting.
Inbound, communicate.
A non-aggression pact? We're going to decline because that costs us influence. Okay, so we're going to be running low on energy credits soon enough. So we're going to fight these guys, and we're probably going to end up losing this fleet. But I'm okay with that. This was more to pull the weight off of the station over here. Yes, that was expected.
A study has been completed.
Okay, so we now are getting additional physics research from our researchers. I think that we should probably go for, I mean, hyperlanes would be, or hyperdrive 2 would be great, but let's do it. It's nice and cheap. Okay, how's this battle going? I think it's going quasi-okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going okay. There is a drought on Elthier Prime, and we'll give them the energy credits that they need. That's fine. Okay, where is that fleet that we sent over? They're probably still a long ways away. Yes, indeed they are. Okay, we'll take them to Xania for now. Our armor on this station is basically gone, but they're only down to 2 remaining ships. And their armor is gone too. Yeah, I feel like we win this. And indeed we do. Okay. Where is our nearest science ship? That would be this ship. So let's actually have it research the projects here before it goes to help out with assisting research in Gothra. There we go. That should be good. And these guys will arrive over here soon enough. I'm just interested in how much piracy is happening here. A fair amount is the answer. Okay. Good to know. But we wanted to do a pair of gun batteries here, and we are also going to be putting in a disruption field generator here. That should help project the defenses over this way. Between that and a fleet patrolling just these 2 systems, I don't think we're going to have an issue. At least, once we get over there. We've necrophaged additional pops, and our civilian ships are not currently doing anything. Hang on a moment. There we go. Now things are looking correct. Excellent. This construction ship can begin construction over here. That'll do. I would love to have access to this gateway. Let's rush it. This is an amazing system for us to take, actually. It completely cuts them off from this entire constellation, and it gets us a gateway at our frontier. Yeah, that's really, really good. We need this right now. So in we go. Okay, let's check in on our colonies here. Sredma has an unemployed worker. That's okay. We will put in a mining district to continue to help offset our consumer goods cost. On Gothra, we are still lacking that specialist. That's fine. Let's hop over to Elthier, because we should, at this point, have both of our armies over here. And indeed we do. We'll combine those up, and we will go ahead and land on Elthier Prime. Land armies. Excellent. So you can see that we've done some damage here already with our bombardment. But it wasn't a ton. This is going to be rough. We're definitely going to have losses here. Okay, we've done additional necrophaging. Rare crystal mining is now a thing. That is fantastic for us. And let's also go for, I think... there's so many good things here. I think we got to go for mining station output just to keep our economy as balanced as possible. Okay, are we going to get a disengage? Maybe. The enigmatic cache has departed, however. It's now done with its scan of Belgium Prime and is seeking another target planet within our borders. I'm not sure if that's a relief or a shame, but okay, we'll say it's a relief. Okay, there's a disengage. We did not disengage either of those two. It's okay. Okay, the Enraged Guardian here, the morale is now sufficiently low. Yeah, the morale is broken on 2 of these 3 armies. That's a really good sign for us. We need to break the morale on this army, though. I would love it if we'd start focusing it. Unfortunately, this is not interactive. This is just informative. They're just focusing this army. The morale is broken. There's no point. Focus on this guy, please. Yeah, they're not doing that. They're just focusing the ones with the low morale. Fair enough. Well, I mean, it's not fair. There's literally no point. But now they're just focusing on this Titanic Guardian. And its morale is gone. GG? Excellent. Okay, let's check in on our construction ships. Yes, let's grab that research station. Let's grab these mining stations. Are we already colonizing here? No, we should be. There we go. Excellent. We'll build a mining station here, and as soon as that's done, we'll move over to Tonrock. That'll be fine. The Tormented Armada is currently in Void Pool. These are the ships that we're patrolling here. My question is, just how much piracy suppression do these have? 30. Is that sufficient? No, it is not. Let's just... These don't fit into our doctrine. Let's just get rid of these. Yes, I agree. And let's take these guys up to Marfark, and let's make sure to reinforce them. Excellent. And this gun battery is now done. Excellent, we have secured that. And yeah, you can see here, the Starbase Atlas is now projecting its defense over to Marfark. But it's not quite enough, but it is definitely cutting down on the piracy. Okay, so we have the Anguished Armada over here. We're going to take them back to Canopus. That'll be fine. We've taken back Elthier, which is perfect. Let's get out of trade route map mode here. We've taken back Elthier Prime. So that is back under our control now. Overcrowding is an issue here. So I did say that we wanted this to be a science world. That was an underscore, not a closing parenthesis. Let's fix that here. Excellent. And we're just going to put in a city district to fix that overcrowding issue. That should be helpful. In theory. And then Elthier Prime over here is also having a overcrowding issue. This is another... Actually, we could have this one be, in theory, some sort of a hybrid power / science world, where it's primarily focused on generation. That could work. Yeah, we'll do that. Excellent.
A study has been completed.
Okay, so the question is, how much are we now projecting over here? 18. That's great. Are we projecting any over here? Yes, we are. We are projecting 18 here as well. Fantastic. So even with the 20 piracy suppression from our Tormented Armada, we are still going up in the piracy here. And that makes sense. We are, of course, bringing in 2 additional ships over here. And we are lacking some physics research. We should probably do that. Ooh, wormhole travel. Yes, please. Let's do that. That'll be great. Okay, so we'll check in on these once we have the fleet kind of fully back up. We'll see what that ends up looking like. Let's check in on our construction ships. Yeah, we're needing to build a starbase here. That's fine. We now know what our final borders are going to look like, by the way. This is a fantastic location for us. Unfortunately, we are currently at 11 out of 11 star bases. We'll have to wait a little bit to get that upgraded efficiently. But that's okay. We'll also have to see where these wormholes connect up, which should be fine. These guys are becoming more spiritualist. I'm okay with that. We are, after all, spiritualist ourselves. And we now have 3 ships here in Marfark. So you can see that with 3 ships here, the piracy is still growing a tiny, tiny bit. Okay. We'll have this construction ship grab these mining stations over here. And then I think it'll backtrack and grab these rare crystals. There's not too much that we need to grab over there in terms of rare crystals, but I mean, that's 6 per month. That's actually quite a lot. But it's not too far out of our way. Once we're done with that, we will move over to Zubin and start filling in this, and then this. And this construction ship... Oh, okay.
Life must be pretty short for their kind.
Indeed. So this is the Thek-Clack regime. This is these guys. So they're just looking for a humiliation, CB. Interesting. Very interesting. How strong are they? I mean, I imagine they're stronger than us. Yeah, that's fine. So, we are currently moving these guys this way. We can just turn them right on around and come over here. That should be okay. This was definitely before I was ready for this war, but this will be kind of interesting. We will definitely need to grab... Actually, let's go into our fleet manager here. And let's see, 43 out of 40 currently. Okay. Let's go ahead and reinforce this. That would cost 250. That would be, I think, a destroyer, not a cruiser. Let's not reinforce this. Instead, let's upgrade this starport. Now, this isn't going to hold them off. Probably, anyway. Unless they decide to attack from a different direction. Most of their ships would be down here, and I imagine they come up through this wormhole. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Well, we're just going to make our way over with our primary fleet here, and we're going to see what they end up having. Now, we're still pretty economically weak. We may end up just accepting the Humiliate war goal. It will reduce our influence gain and pop happiness for 10 years, which would suck. That said, influence isn't that big of a deal for us anymore, now that we have this system. As long as they don't claim that system in the peace deal, we're reasonably okay with it, I think. Pop happiness would suck, don't get me wrong, but I think that's reasonably okay. I don't suppose we can talk to these guys. Let's see. And ask them to help us in the war. We are associated with their federation, but we're not full members, so I don't think that we can get them to join us. Yeah, we must be at peace to join the Federation, which we don't want to do anyway. Okay. I think it's fine. And yeah, we didn't have a preemptive defensive pact, so... I'm not too surprised that they decided to do this. It was only a matter of time. But this is what happens every time I play Stellaris. I get as greedy as I can, and then we start shifting over the moment the AI decides to provoke us. So that is the plan here. Now, our capital here does have a building slot available. We're going to go for the admin offices. And the question is, when are we going to see them actually showing up over here? I imagine they're a ways away from us, just the same way we are from them. So that'll be interesting. We also only have our shipyard over here, and it's a relatively small shipyard. In reality, we would probably... Well, not really in reality. In an ideal scenario, we would probably want to put up a shipyard somewhere around Grumium. And we may end up doing that. Just to shorten our supply line here. As soon as this ship is done here, I want it to move up over this way where it's less likely to get attacked. We're doing okay economically, though. Let's go ahead and reinforce this now that we've gotten a few more alloys. And something that they don't realize, we can't do this yet, but something that they don't realize that we have, of course, is the Cybrix Warforge. In 74 influence, we can turn 10,000 alloys into 5,000, or 10,000 minerals rather, into 5,000 alloys, which will give us a tremendous advantage in this. Economically speaking, anyway. So that'll be interesting. We don't yet have this upgraded, but that's okay. It is time to put a cut in here. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, but next episode, we are going to defend ourselves from the Thek-Clack regime. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.